Hello everyone, this is Lucy05 and welcome back again to my toy reviews. Today we'll be looking at released in 2000 by Apple Company, the Dead or Alive series. I present to you on the left Tina, in the middle Lei Fang, and on the right Kasumi. Now they were produced by Apple Company, who is popular during that time that they released a whole slew of Doraemon toys. And they were produced in 2000. When I first saw these figures, they were sold in one of the shops, one of the toy shops, independent toy shop, that was placed in a sales bin, or you would call it a garbage sales bin. Toys that no one toys that's not being sold, and they sell it for about 15 ringgit or 20 ringgit per figure, or maybe even cheaper than that. When I first saw the figures, I thought, hey, wow, these are cheap, and I like the characters, and the figure is okay, so why not? I just bought all 3 of the figures. They came with a total of 5 characters, I believe. 3 of them are already introduced, and the other 2 will be Hayate and John Lee. I believe those are the 2 male characters. I'm not too sure if there's even a 3rd character or not. So I bought the only 3 female characters, which I really like for obvious reasons, and I kept it until to this day. I never kept the packaging. The packaging is horrible. It's so bland. Majority of the color of the packaging itself is just dark blue, and the back of the packaging show the characters being released, and in the front just the word Dead or Alive, and that's it. So it wasn't really impressive. Each of the figure don't come with any base stand, don't come with any other accessory except hands, fists, clenched fist, or open hand like so. Or for Kasumi's case, her hand is a bit unique because of this sort of forearm protector thingy. They are very easily detachable. As you can see, I just pop it off and replace it like so. Oh, that fell. It's a bit. Oh, okay, it is a bit tight. So never mind about that. That's a bit tight. I think that's the wrong hand. Never mind. So let's take a close look on Tina. Now Tina here is the female wrestler of the Dead or Alive series, and I really like Tina. Ever since the first Dead or Alive arcade machine that came out in around my area in Kuala Lumpur, and I love selecting her as the character I like to play with. And until she dyed her hair blonde, I prefer her being brunette. Now the character costume, the costume that she's wearing this typical wrestler's cowboyish wrestler's costume, showing much of her cleavage. And then you got the side here, this, what do you call this? I call it wings then, yeah. I don't even know how to call those things. Articulation wise, for all the figures they share the same articulation, so I'm just going to do this once. The head can turn 360 degrees, you can turn the arm 360 degrees, and you can spread the arms just as this much, not very much, because it's hindered, as you can see the joint like so. So it is hindered, so you can turn the upper bicep 360 degrees, bend the elbow like so, can't bend backwards, turn the wrist 360 degrees. Has a torso articulation, you can turn 360 degrees. You can move the legs up and down, spread them apart. It's an okay paint job. You can bend the leg. Some ankle articulation. You can pivot the ankle upward like so and turn 260 degrees. I'm not too sure, but is it my imagination that the lower leg is a bit shorter? Yeah, it is a bit shorter, and the thigh section here is very long. So they look kind of weird because due to the knee joint being at this length instead of maybe up a little bit. I'm not too sure, or maybe I'm wrong. You can't pivot the head up and down though, that's a bit disappointment. And for Tina, there's a problem with her, well, rear end here, as you can see. So there's such a huge gap, an open gap. So she looks kind of weird. Overall, the articulation is not bad for a cheap toy. So, and I like Dead or Alive very much. Lei Fang here has a different costume. Nice head sculpt as well. You got this braided hair on the side, and wore this what we Chinese would call it cheongsam, long dress. Literal translation would be called long dress for some reason, and it's made of this soft latex plastic. Okay? And she wore this sort of like a, well, sort of a bit of a high heel shoe. Okay, not a high heel, I don't even know how to call those either. Same articulation, so there's not much changes. Lei Fang is among my favorite for the action figures, although the dress itself, as you can see, the dress itself tends to, if you want to bend the leg, the front piece or the back piece would flip forward a little bit as well. So it's still okay. Now for Kasumi is really nicely done, and you can remove the, she has an additional accessory which you can remove the sword which is already bent like so. Nice braided hair, ponytail hair, and about the same articulation as the rest of the figures. She has, however, a bigger upper shoulder sculpt, but the rest of the body itself is quite nice. So that's not much of to talk about Kasumi. So they're cheap and they're pretty rare, I believe. I don't think I've seen, I think eBay may have sold this, but not a lot because they're not very popular. They're not very popular line. They're not that great, but they're not that bad. They're just sort of average. So if I'm gonna give a rating on this, I'm just gonna give it a good maybe 5 out of 10. So they have nice, decent articulation, but well, it's okay. So this is end of the review. Thank you all for watching. This is Lucy05 signing off.